Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, you tuned in to Gorilla Cross Radio.
Yo, what's up, and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Sports Show right here on Gorilla Cross Radio, streaming live on GorillaCross.com, the Gorilla Cross app, VegasHypeMedia.com. We are everywhere. Also, Facebook Live, YouTube Live. So make sure you follow us on all social media at Gorilla Cross, and we will be there for you. We have a lot to talk about today. We have a live conversation with UFC light heavyweight fighter Jamahal Hill live on the line coming up in about 10 minutes here. We have a lot happening in the NBA with, everything that happened with Kobe. We're going to talk about that a little bit more. The All-Star game got reformatted, so we're going to give you our thoughts on that and, just to let you know what it is and what it's about and how the formation of it is. And we will be talking about a game that is happening on Sunday. I can't remember what game that is. Super something. Superman?
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Featuring
Superman that bowl.
Super Band Bowl.
Featuring
Super Dave. The two red teams.
It's true. One's not with skin at the end.
Yeah, the two red teams
neither of them are.
with no skin.
Neither of them are
One.
racist.
Well, you happen to think the Chiefs was racist about a week ago.
Could be.
Now they're not so racist.
Well, they like George Zimmerman, so yeah.
Oh,
And they killed Michael Brown.
Wow.
got dark. Got dark a little.
Got
Well,
really
that's
dark.
exactly what it said on the police scanner.
I lobbed that up to you.
If you're
That
watching
was a
live,
lob.
if you're
Just
watching
talk,
live,
talk.
please share the live feed. If you're in the studio, please share the live feed. Yeah, we're here. We're here. We're excited. And if you want to call in and give us your take, call in 702-608-3259. Please don't hit the table today. Don't shake the table. The cameras have been going everywhere.
We'll do our best. No promises.
Well, been doing the show long enough to not have to hit the table. We've had the
Like you've
same
been there
format
before.
of these tables for over a year.
Yeah.
So,
Things are funny.
yeah, just, contain yourself and don't hit the table. Right?
I could not hit the table. I don't know if I can contain myself.
Settle down, house party. Don't hit the table.
No words. All right, I've shared. I'm good. I'm ready to go.
Oh, okay. Now Josh is ready.
I'm ready to go. Ready to go.
Okay,
Oh, okay,
thank
you
you.
can do
I'm
it.
glad
Ready
for
for
the
you.
permission.
No, you're good.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Cream.
What it is,
I
y'all.
don't know, man.
Listen, man.
It's been a hard week, but today I'm finally starting to get excited.
Yeah.
Usually it's the whole week you're excited, but with things that happened, with Kobe. It's been a very down week.
And
been very weird for our team to be in the Super Bowl and not be super hyped about it yet.
Yeah.
But
now
it's time.
It's time.
It's Thursday.
Super Bowl weekend.
The game is in a few days. Starting to feel good about it. I said I was. I'm not sure why I would lie about that.
It's not a rumor. He said it.
Just verifying.
Can
it be verified?
You can rewind the tape and see that I said that.
Oh my God!
I don't know how you not worry. Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, that's all right. That was the reason for the verification. But I was poo-hooed, so I'll move on.
You were
Poo-hooed.
Oh
Wow.
Well,
Gonna be boo-hooed.
I'm fine. Just know though if I'm right.
You have
if
not.
you're right,
what do you mean right about what? You're already wrong.
Right about what?
You're already wrong.
I can be wrong all year, but all I need is 1 week.
No,
You don't have one. You're already wrong.
You get no credibility.
You don't get to.
This man said I could be wrong all year.
You don't maybe get to be right again. You're already wrong. You said they weren't going to make the playoffs. You said they were going to have a worse record than Washington.
Yep.
You're already wrong.
Yeah,
so you're already wrong. You said they wouldn't make the playoffs. You said they wouldn't win the last 3
There was
weeks.
also no.
There's
also no. I could be wrong all year. No. Confirmed, you were literally wrong all year. There's no what if? No, that happens. No, ever since May, he told you that you should not have made this bet, but you didn't listen.
Hey, listen. We live in a world of alternative facts, and so my facts are.
No, maybe you do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh no, we all do. Apparently.
We all live in it. Yeah.
Okay.
We don't all partake.
There's a difference. But there are some that do. So I'm choosing this one time to raise my hand. Be a part of the majority. Was it? No, I don't think it was.
Majority of what? Well, you've been a part of bashing minorities so long with that team of yours.
Oh no!
So might as well be a majority for once.
Oh geez.
Wow.
No, he's right though.
No, it's not. I'm not wrong. You were on that tape.
We've had a native
racist
person on the show that said that it was no problem.
You picked one guy.
You found one guy.
Hey,
man.
Hey,
a guy that doesn't care because he
probably doesn't know
football.
that could potentially kill any of us. And you guys made me ask the question.
There's always one guy.
So that could have went all the way left for me.
Yep, blacks for Trump. Anyway,
it's like that one guy who's like, "Oh, the Confederate flag ain't racist. They ain't have nothing to do with nothing."
Yeah, way to go, Cletus. You're the one guy.
Right.
No, I don't
Uncle
wish to be
Ruckus.
that guy.
Yeah.
Don't you dare put Uncle Ruckus on me.
We're not saying you're Uncle Ruckus. Actually, when you think about it, you're kind of putting Uncle Ruckus on the wrong guy. Let's don't forget the guy you're talking about will kill everybody in this room.
What?
The one guy you asked about the name?
Brock Weaver.
Don't. God, snitchy makes snitchers.
He did. He snitched on him.
Why did I snitch? I didn't snitch. Is it? Anyway, it wasn't a snitch. It was on our show.
To Joshy.
This happened in real life.
Well, that's why it's called snitching. You're supposed to make them find the evidence. You're supposed to tell them.
The evidence is there. Go find it.
Nah, the evidence is here. You just gave it up.
You didn't learn nothing from Aaron Hernandez's wife, bro.
No, I haven't. I still haven't watched it.
You need to. You need to, and just follow her, bro.
Yeah.
She's the key to not.
That is ride then die. I mean, ride or die.
Ride or die.
That's all right.
Till the end.
There was a lot I could have done with that, but I'll leave it alone. That's on Vegas Hype.
Hey.
We could have went a lot of different ways.
Just saying, man.
Well, yes.
Can you pull Creams down a little bit so
you kind of caught where
You know, so a lot of different ways.
There you go. Now he does look like a gopher.
And Hernandez went a lot of different ways too.
Yeah, quite a few.
That's what his neck.
I think I got blocked from posting the show in groups.
Really?
That was nice. Yeah,
all of them?
Yeah. I try to post
every group?
Yeah. Share the group. They're all.
No, Facebook will play with you sometime with that kind of stuff. It did that. Ugh. I'm like, so Facebook, so you'll allow me to pay for ads.
Oh, of course.
But then once I find new friends, it's like, oh no, don't send them anything. I know they're new friends of yours, but don't send them anything. I was like, so I paid for what then? Because I was looking for new people.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
You paid for ads?
Well, Instagram. I did it on Instagram. I basically,
what does that mean?
No, so you buy ad space on Instagram, Facebook.
Ad space, gotcha.
Yeah. And they'll promote whatever you're pushing. Right. And I ended up reaching like 10, 15,000 people. So I was trying to follow them and and write them little messages. Thank you for liking the post, whatever. And Instagram shut down the whole page. Like, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't like nothing. I couldn't look at nothing. My whole thing locked.
That's happened to me before. It wouldn't let me like anybody's stuff.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like for a while, I couldn't post anything. It's weird, man. And it's funny because it usually just happens after you start paying for stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You as a regular person, you're good, but then you pay for an ad, and all of a sudden, you might be spamming people. You can't do this.
And I don't even be spamming. That's the worst part. I literally jump into my inbox and write a letter.
That's what every single one of us get for never reading that terms of service.
I know
exactly what we get.
Fair.
That terms of service might as well just be a rumor at this point.
They could be like, after 5 years of use, we will come and kill you. Except
your life belongs to me. Like,
well, they change it all the time.
Wasn't that the episode of South Park, the Redskins episode, where they basically was like, we can come take your house. Like on the
South
third
Park
Sunday,
covered
and it was
everything
like,
ever. So
you said you clicked on the terms of agreement right here that you said that we can marry your wife. Like, wait, what?
Clearly, I didn't read that.
I did not read that at all.
His wife. Nope.
Yeah, that wouldn't apply. They'd show up and be like, I think I'm all right.
I was about to talk about the Chappelle skit with the.
Wife swap?
No, not the wife swap one. The one where he was in court and he was like, and his wife just, what did he say? His wife?
Yeah. And then it was weird, Your Honor.
She just threw her breast in my hands.
It's weird, Your Honor.
Wait, you grabbed. All
right, guys.
I tried to get away from it.
You did, but you kept going with the.
I plead the fifth.
I don't think the word breast is bad.
Because that wasn't what they said.
You're right.
We tried to keep it as rated.
If I said peck, we'd be okay with it. It's not a bad word. So much. It's literally in the grocery store, like.
Oh my goodness.
Breasts.
So you have to say it like that. Oh my god.
Well, you look at it that way.
However, did I say it?
Perspective.
So
did something occur?
I know that Quan and I caught the fight. Did the two of you guys see some of Jamal's fight? It's on behind us right now. Actually,
Oh, I'm catching it right now.
Just
domination.
He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah,
because the guy that he fought was a brick house, and he just was doing whatever he wanted. Like the entire fight looked like this. He had a few moments where he tried to use wrestling against him, but
look at the reach, man.
Yeah. So
Poor
I'm
guy.
excited to talk to him about it. I haven't.
All right, we are live on the line right now with Jamal Hill, UFC light heavyweight fighter. Just had his first debut UFC fight this past Saturday in Raleigh, North Carolina, man. We are glad to have you on the line. And how do you feel, man? First UFC fight, first UFC win.
I'm feeling good, bro. Just a little sore, but, part of the fight business. But, yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm glad I got the win and looking to get the finish next time from here on out.
Okay, and I saw the interview afterwards. You were upset that you didn't get the finish. You were upset that you had a couple bruises on your face, which, on the TV, you couldn't see it that bad. But that's what you talked about. You didn't really talk about like the win. You didn't talk about, a lot of that. You were talking about the things that you didn't like in your fight.
Because that's what I take away. I take away from the things that I need to learn and what I need to improve and things like that. Like, yeah, and I heard the broadcast and everything. They were like, hands low, chin up high. Not one time did I get hit on the chin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then as far as hands low, when I got caught, the punches that I did get caught, that was a positional thing. That wasn't my hands being low. It had nothing to do with that. It was the fact of where I was, the angle that I was trying to create and didn't create, and where I was, like, man.
But how do you feel about that when you hear like UFC vets like Michael Bisping and Daniel Cormier, talking about that? Because they even admitted, near the end of the fight that, listen, we're picking out a couple things, but this has been a great fight.
Nitpicking and stuff, yeah, no. They I appreciate their opinions and things. They're not saying the things they try to talk about. I mean, they're just saying things that they see from their experience or whatever that can be improved on and things like that. So I'm not taking it like that at all. I appreciate the You know what I mean? The input from those guys. But yeah, just my fighting style is a little, it's different. It's unique, and it's just, I don't think it's something that they quite understand just yet. They just need to see a little bit more of it.
Now, Jamahal, what do you feel after your first fight? What do you feel are some things that you still need to work on after the fight? I know just, from them talking about the nitpicking of little things, but in terms of...
For me...
Go ahead.
For me, it was more active feet. My feet, I need to be more active, lighter on my feet, moving more, just lighter on my feet and move more active in that aspect, in that regard.
Man, also, moving more? Man, you was moving a lot. Right.
I fight the way I fight, it's just a pace that people can't keep up with, you know. And my output is some people can't keep up with. Also, the stats. I was talking to Matt. I was on UFC Unfiltered, and I talked to Matt. I was talking to Matt Sheridan about this yesterday. Those stats, like saying like 43% or something like that. I've never landed that low before in my life.
Huh.
If you go back and go back and actually watch that fight, if you can't slow it down, almost everything I threw was landing.
Yeah, no, it was.
Aside from the setup shots. Aside from the shots where I was just set, just touch where I set up, everything else was landing.
Yeah.
Those jobs, I was going right through his hands. I was going right through his hands, right through his arms.
And I want to talk about that. Like when the fight started, you hit him in the face, and he was grabbing his nose the whole fight after that. Did you know that obviously you affected him in some way, and did you realize that was going to bother him as much as it did? Because it seemed like the first 30 seconds.
I don't know if it was that. That's like a tick or something that he got, because he does that in every fight.
Really?
Yeah, we noticed that. We noticed that. Well, that's another way I was able, to time a lot of things too. Just like fire, because he just squeezing nose. You holding your nose. You're not defending yourself.
Okay, so he didn't have a problem with his nose. It's just something he does.
I think it's just something he does.
Okay.
He does that. He does it constantly. He did it in all his previous fights.
Oh, wow.
He touch his nose.
And this was the first fight I had seen of him, so I didn't even realize that. But one thing I did notice in this fight, even more than the one we saw here at Contender Series, is you do not throw the same shot twice. You're kicking, you're hitting, your body shot, your uppercut. I couldn't imagine an opponent dealing with that, because you're not showing them what you're going to do at all.
Yeah.
What is that about you that makes you decide? Because we see some fighters and they have a successful career off of one or two moves, but I mean, you seriously just kept going with different moves the whole time, man. What was it about? What is it about you in your training that first of all, it gives you the energy to do that for 3 rounds?
I train. We train extensively. We train good cardio. We work hard, man. I'm in the gym. Like I told you, I'm in the gym 5-6 hours a day.
Yeah.
I go hard, and I come home for a minute, give me something to eat, sit down for a minute. I'm right back at the gym going hard. Just the work that I put in. I forgot what was the first thing. What was the first question?
I mean, just the energy in there. How do you maintain that energy for 3 rounds? Because it looks like you're using a lot of energy just with different shots the whole time.
That's how we go. That's how we go at it. I said we keep fresh bodies. I keep fresh bodies at me. So I'll roll with somebody, and I will probably roll for about a half of the round, or a minute and a half, however long, before they get tired at the pace that we're going. And then it's a new body instantly jumping in.
Wow.
Jumping in bad position, things like that. Same thing when we spar. I'll be sparring, and somebody starts to slow down, just hurt his body come in. So we just keep that same. I get used to keeping that same pace, keeping a nice fresh pace.
So you're out here fighting multiple people at once.
Yeah, that's how we do.
That's crazy. That is absolutely
crazy. That's a shout out to my teammates and things. Shout out to my teammates, because they put the work in with me, and I'm like, sometimes, I don't never try to hurt my teammates or anything, but sometimes they do eat some shots, that they
sometimes you gotta hurt them, bro.
They don't complain about it.
Sometimes you gotta hurt them.
So yeah,
that's funny, man.
Now, Jamahal, the last time. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say the last time you were here with Robert, with your friend Robert Gidron from Bellator.
You got his last name right.
Oh no, I'm good on his name now. I'm RBI again, and then when the next time that you might look to come out and be a part.
And how did that help you with this fight?
Sure.
Well, I mean, I went out to the PI because in training I had like tweaked my wrist. I tweaked my left wrist. I was throwing like one of my teammates was just like, you just get some quick rounds in or whatever. So I didn't wrap my wrist, and I ended up throwing a body shot, and it landed bad, and it just like tweaked my wrist. My wrist was pretty bad for like a couple months. I just went out there in like a week, and it was feeling a lot better, man. The PT crew out there is amazing. It worked wonders, you know. That with that and just other things that was up with my body, going on with my body, you know. And hey, I remember that because last time we were out there, you remember how I was like, oh, I never broke a bone in my life and everything. We like, oh, knock on wood. I actually broke my hand like 7 weeks before this fight.
Oh wow!
So my hand was still like it was healed, but it was still like basic strength and conditioning things that I normally do to have a certain amount of power that I would have needed to really lay some damage on my man. Because like certain shots like I couldn't land like my lead hook. It was like my lead hook. Like I had to be careful on how I was landing. That's why sometimes whenever I hit him there, it kind of just be a stop, and he was able to counter off of it because I wasn't able to actually crack him I would normally crack him. You know what I'm saying?
Now, did you go back and watch the fight after the fight?
Yeah.
How many times?
Yeah, I watched.
Oh, there you go. Listen, man, I think what a lot of people got to see, which we've already seen just having you out here in the studio, seeing you at the Contender Series, is you got a swag and an excitement when you come out. And I think that I wouldn't say it caught them off guard, but I could tell just the commentators were mentioning that, like, what, you know, you just came out with energy right away. You didn't look nervous. You looked like you were having fun. Yeah. And I think that's what we miss a lot in sports, especially UFC. It doesn't look like a lot of people are having fun. They're so serious. Tell us about that. Tell us about what makes you so excited and just having that energy coming into the octagon.
I mean, it's a dream come true, you know. Like I remember sitting back on TV, watching it, just thinking about making my walk out there to the octagon, you know, to go out and perform in front of a lot of people, you know, being in the position that I'm in now, and for it just to actually be here and things. Like it's a relief. I was happy, you know. I've had fights where, you know, like before they were like good fights. Don't get me wrong. Like I mean, a couple times I've gotten knockouts. You know, and it was just like, damn, I didn't really enjoy that moment. I was just thinking so much about everything else. Wow. I didn't really step back and think and like step back and just like enjoy the fact like I'm in this moment. I'm in good health. I'm able to do this, do something I love, and I'm, you know what I mean, and things like that. And I decided to do that this week. That was the main emphasis for me this week, was just to enjoy this moment.
Nice.
You know, you work to be here. You worked hard to get. A lot of people don't get to experience this. Make sure you don't forget this experience.
Yeah.
So that's what it was for me.
Jamahal, question now.
Another day at the office.
Yeah.
Nobody get in the cage.
Talk about your takedown defense now. During the fight, I mean, you outstruck him dominantly by almost 100 strikes, but he was taken down a couple times. What you can do about that?
Yeah, I mean, my takedown defense is fine. I mean, you can ask anybody. Ask William Vincent, who was a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You know, his dad was a coach. He was a Division II All-American wrestler. His dad was a coach at Michigan State, a wrestling coach at Michigan State. Ask him about my takedown defense. You know what I'm saying? My takedown defense is fine. But what it honestly was, one, he timed a couple of those takedowns really well. You know, so like, you know, maybe I gave up a little tell of what I was about to throw or something, and he was able to, you know. I also, one of them was I messed up reaching, trying to decide, all right, throw it in, do I clinch or just let him go? First time I kept reaching for a clinch. I got caught with a nice hook in the first round, and then I was reaching for a clinch again. You know, which again, that's out of position, not where I want to be angle wise and stuff like that. And he grabbed my leg and took me down there. But another part of it was I hadn't, like, the octagon is big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting. I haven't fought in a cage that big before. Usually after a couple steps or whatever, I'm able to time it and fall into the cage. Like the one it looked like where he actually got me down, and then he started throwing some shots from the top. If you actually look at that takedown, I was turning. I looked back. I was expecting my
where's
back
the cage?
to hit the cage. Right, in my back, and it never did. You know, I'm just like, oh shit.
No, and I could see you scooting back, looking for the cage. You were scooting back, trying to get on the cage, and it just never showed up to your back.
Right. But usually, if you have contenders anywhere, I usually go into the cage. You know, I walk around, take a couple hops around, close my eyes, hop around, count my steps. You know what I mean, and things like that. So I understand the distance of where I am. You know, and how I can use the cage.
Yeah.
I did not do that for this fight. Whenever I stepped in the fight, it was the first time I stepped in that cage.
Wow.
And a couple of times it worked against me because I was usually dang, he's going back here. I kept a little hop back, a little turn in my body, and then I hit the cage a certain way. The cage wasn't there. You know?
Yeah.
So a couple times he got me.
Yeah. Back to your hand. How many times would you say that happens for MMA fighters where they go into a ring with an injury and it's kind of something that they have to keep to themselves because they want this fight? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not so much for just not letting your opponent know, but because, hey, I trained this hard for this fight. I want to fight.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, it was because I hadn't said anything about it.
Right.
Because one, I didn't want him to know. You know what I mean? I didn't want him going for my hand or anything like that. But yeah, I want to fight, bro. You know, that was what they asked me. That was the choices. Like if I could have had surgery on it, you know, and it would have taken me out of the fight. Or it's not that bad to where you know what I mean, you can let it heal on its own, and we see where it is. I checked with the same doctor before I left, and he was like, it's good, you know, it's up to you. So I told him, yeah, man, let's do it. I never look for an excuse not to fight. This is what I want to do. I'm here to fight, and I want to fight.
For the ring, I noticed you said this ring, it was a little bigger than the one in Contender Series. So when you're in the UFC, are all the UFC rings the same size, or does it depend on?
I believe that
what the main event
is. They are that big.
Okay, so they're all that.
All right, they are all that big, all that same size.
Okay,
yeah, I definitely want to get a better feel for it because sometimes the cage I use that as my takedown defense. But also though, all right, this is how I think, you know, and this is where I feel like a lot of people really don't understand things like I do. All right, so let's say he did shoot under me and I was able to sprawl a little bit. You know, and he decided, all right, I'm going to power through it. I'm going to get this takedown. All right. What's more important for me was to let him waste a lot of energy and me save some energy. And all right, he going to get the takedown, but I'm already plotting ahead.
Yeah.
As soon as I hit the ground, I know I'm going to do the things that I need to do to get right back up. What does that takedown mean at that point? It just means you just lost some energy. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, you know, especially if he timed it well, you know, and he's got something, and I can just make the takedown hard for you, and then get right back up. It's good.
Yeah, I mean, and you were getting right back up. I don't have
a problem getting up from the bottom. I don't have a problem getting back up from the bottom. And also, he didn't want to roll with me. He didn't want to really grind. He just was going for takedowns just to try to score points.
Yeah,
right. If you look, whenever I got down, I put him right back in my guard.
Yeah. He didn't do anything. Yeah.
You know what I mean? As soon as I put him in my guard, he was like, "Oh, fuck that," and he stood up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for real. Like he stood up, was just like, "Nah, I'm not." Bro, you end up getting submitted, or you end up getting swept, and worse than you taking me down and you getting on top. You don't want me on top of you. I don't care who it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People don't know this, but if we get on the ground and I get on top of you, it's going to be one of the worst experiences of your life. Like, for real.
And that was the thing I was going to mention. Like, every time you did get taken down, you got right back up. Right. There was one time that you were down there for a little, like 30, little bit longer,
10, 15
but it was the time you were looking for the cage too. And so, you know, so I did notice that because at first I was worried, like, oh dang man, this dude he was taking you down. It appeared easy from watching it with the takedowns he did have.
I understood what was going on. Like, I'm planning for the whole fight. Like, I could fight. I could try to struggle with this strong dude. You know what I mean? Or I can just beat you off technique.
Yeah.
Which I'm comfortable. I'm not comfortable off my back. They're like, if Damian Maia, if somebody's like, oh damn, they're taking Damian Maia. Now first thing they're saying is, you got to be careful with Damian Maia on the ground. He's not the only person. He's not the only one that got jiu-jitsu. I've been training in jiu-jitsu for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying, I'm Damian Maia level. You know what I'm saying? But my jiu-jitsu, my just ain't nothing to just overlook.
Yeah. Now, what was it like? I mean, this is your first UFC fight, and you get Buffer in there.
You got my question. Good job.
Thank you.
Did I get what?
You get Bruce Buffer in there to say your name for the first time. What was that like, hearing him say your name for the first time? Because I know you've had to imagine him saying it so many times.
Oh yeah, I've been waiting for that for a long. That's what I was telling him. You seen that told him? I was like, "Give it to me, Bruce." I'm like, "Give it to me, Bruce." I've been waiting a long time for this, man. You gotta give it to me. You gotta let me hear it. Call it like it's the main event at Madison Square Garden, and we just had the biggest pay-per-view sellout that there ever was.
Earn your money, Bruce. Earn that money.
Man, for real.
Man, that's that. I mean,
tight, man.
Yeah. I mean, look, man. I think all of us, from each of us here, just the simple fact that you've been able to start to really live out your dream. Can you talk about just? I know that you've told us the road before, but now that you're officially here, you've won your first fight. I know you have aspirations of getting to the belt, but just talk about where you are in your journey now and how excited you are for what's to come.
Right now, I'm just happy to be here. I'm in the UFC now, so I just want to keep fighting, keep winning, just keep putting on shows. Fans need to get to know me. They need to see what I can do, as well as the company. And that's just it. Just keep line them up. Same thing I said on the Contender Series. Line them up.
So you're now 7-1.
Whoever they throw in there with me. Whoever they throw in there with me, come on, let's get it. Let's scrap.
Now you're now 7-1, Jamal. I know you're 7-0 in MMA, but you're 0-1 against me in bets.
Oh man.
Now,
yeah.
Now that you bet against my team, who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? And there is the wrong answer.
Mm-hmm. don't take your first loss this week.
Win the Super Bowl.
Hey,
I got your team in the Super Bowl. But honestly, that was I bet I had the Chiefs losing to the Titans, to be honest.
Yeah. We both.
I don't know. It's just something about a team that can run the ball. Something about a team that can run the ball. I think they could. That can play defense.
Yeah.
Which honestly, I think right now, the 49ers is the best defense in the league.
By far.
So, yeah. I mean, who else is rushing for getting that type of pressure?
Nope.
Well, there's nobody left.
Quarterbacks have been killing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But no, quarterbacks have been killing just because of the fact that they've had time to just sit back there and throw the ball. Patrick Mahomes has killed them teams the last 2 weeks because he had all day to sit back there and throw the ball.
You better praise to him, Jamal. Praise to him. Better tell him something. He's
not going to get that with the 49ers. They're going to get that with the 49ers. Then you got Richard Sherman. You got Richard Sherman out there, and I don't know. We're going to see. But one thing I will say about the 49ers, y'all back in on the opposite side of Richard Sherman can be exploited.
Oh, yeah.
So that's one thing that you got to, you got to watch out for that. But, you can't go to the same well too many times.
Yeah. It's going to be a good game, man. It's going to be a good game, and we will be talking about that. Yeah, we'll be talking about that later in the show, too. All right, what if UFC had a tag team championship? Who would be your tag team partner in the UFC, Jamal?
And why?
It would have to be somebody in my weight class, right?
Yeah, your weight class, yep.
I actually say no.
Don't have to.
It's tag team, baby. You could go get Joe B and be out there with the small guy.
Oh man. Bro. All right. Look, if it could be anybody, off top, you know what I mean? I'm gonna take Conor McGregor for the simple fact of that's money, right?
You better get that money.
You know
Yes, sir. Get that money.
Off top, partner. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Everybody wants a piece of that.
So yeah, I mean, hey, who don't want more money for you? I mean, for the same work.
Bro, I'll fight him.
Right,
I don't
exactly.
care. I'll take the L.
I'll fight
I'm not
anybody
gonna
right
last
now.
5 minutes. I'm not gonna last the 5 minutes,
but any
but
partner,
I'll make it to the bank.
that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going with.
Hey, that's good though, man.
For a 5-minute round.
Magic Mac and Magic Mall, you know, we make some
Hey.
you know what I'm saying?
The magician.
Let's go. Man, but if it's just my weight class, like if I'm going strategically though, yeah, I'm taking John Jones.
Yeah.
But what if you got to fight John Jones? Let's say John Jones is out of it. You got to fight John Jones and Dom Reyes. Tag team.
Okay.
All right, so who's
Tag
your,
team.
yeah,
Now who you got? Now you got to take
And
off.
I can have anybody that's active, right?
Yeah, anybody that's active.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna take Anthony Smith.
Oh, nice.
Anthony Smith.
Why is that?
So we can keep that nice long range. And Anthony Smith,
Yeah.
he's got good cardio. You know what I mean? And then with his jiu-jitsu, he can actually wear on and make him tired.
Okay.
You know? Now just think, you send him in there, let my partner go in there, put a pace on him, get him tired, and then let him come on and add my pace to it.
We need some tag team
Somebody
UFC. Right when
break.
someone's about to tap out, they tap their partner instead.
Before they
It
tap.
would either be Anthony Smith or if DC would come back to 205.
There it is.
Oh,
That was what I was
yeah.
gonna say.
Because he can wear on some people too. You know,
Yeah.
he gonna put that pressure on you. He gonna apply that pressure and that pace to you too.
So we're going to talk to Dana about starting UFC
Tag team.
tag team.
So
Yeah.
Jamal, what would what would your finishing move be?
I already gave him his finishing move, the 360 roundhouse karate chop kick.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think.
With that Walker Texas Ranger.
Yeah. That's Steve Seagal. There you go. Look at him with that cigar.
That's it, Walker.
Texas Ranger.
Call it the Jamal Seagal, baby.
Hey, that roundhouse has put down more people.
Oh my
than
god.
any movie.
Right, yeah.
And those things are 100% landing accuracy in movies, ain't they?
100%.
They go through doors, bro. You argue when he kicking people through doors, bro.
Ain't nobody ever missed one roundhouse in a movie ever.
Hey, if Chuck
Never
Norris
once.
kick you outside, you guranteed to go through the windshield of a car, no matter where you at.
Right.
There isn't even any traffic here.
Where'd this car come from?
Oh my gosh, that's too funny. That is
Oh man, so what's next for you,
I
Jamal?
heard Chuck Norris don't have a shadow. That would just be too much Chuck Norris.
Hey-oh.
Those never get old.
Never.
Oh my god.
Those never get old.
Wait, Kareem, what's your best Chuck Norris? What's your best?
On the spot.
Wow. I was totally prepared for this.
He was in the production notes.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember.
You in show business. You in
Man.
show business. Come
That's
on,
right,
jump
man.
in, let's go.
Chuck Norris doesn't
He was on
push
page
up. He pushes
37
the
of these
world
production
down.
notes.
Pushes the world
He
down.
pushes the world down. He don't push up. He
Wow.
pushes the world down.
Ah.
Oh my goodness. So
Man.
yeah, so Jamal, what's next for you? When do you want to fight? I know that you said well no, that was his question, so I was just jumping.
Like you stole all of mine. I'm
Hey,
steal yours.
I feel, that's true. That is true. Jamal, what do you think your next fight's gonna be? I know you said that you didn't take much damage.
I'm hoping it'll be soon. I don't like sitting around, like especially now after I just went in there. It's still fresh in me. I'm still in go mode. You know, I would like to get back in there soon. I don't want to wait till April, but at the latest, that would be the latest that I would really happens to be like, all right, waiting is April. I'm trying to get in there ASAP.
Okay.
Wow. You're like, I'm still at weight.
Yeah.
We good. We can chill right here.
You can't just drop no check off on a brother and not expect him not to want another one.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Let me get another one of these. Let me try to get fight of the night next time.
Right?
Man,
Yeah, that would be nice. Fight of the night check is different.
I think if I'd have knocked him out, if I'd have finished him, I probably could have got a performance bonus.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, I think that's real.
They were talking. I mean, they were
good
talking
fights though. This was a good card because we were at UFC 246, and it was boring. I mean, the whole fight card, most of it was boring. The Conor fight was obviously super exciting. The fight itself wasn't, but just the whole dramatics of it was very exciting. But the fights, it wasn't a good fight though. That was my point.
It was great.
Okay, anyway, it wasn't a good fight.
It was great for me.
That's what I was telling people the whole week. I'm like, man, I feel like this card better than the
man.
Last week.
The prelims and everything.
Like it was before.
Yeah.
I felt like it was though.
And fight of the night was a prelim. It was your dude Johns versus Tony Gravely.
Yeah, my boy Brett. It's my mic. Right there. Oh my guys. We sat down. We had a beautiful dinner. We had beef for dinner the night before. We had a great breakfast. Went up, got some rest. We came out and did a proper job.
I was confused at first. I was like, "Yo, did somebody else take over the phone?"
He's sitting right next to me.
hey, we were at dinner, and I hit them with that. They were like, "Gosh, they loved it. It was hilarious."
I didn't know we could three-way on this.
I mean. No, I'm definitely going out. I'm definitely going out to visit those guys. I'm gonna go train with them and everything. Just go check it out and hang out with them, bro. Like that.
Definitely, man.
It's a great group of dudes. Great group of guys, man. For real.
Dope, man. What was it like with all your friends and family? And your mom's chiming in right now on the live feed. And I was watching some of her live feed. It was hilarious because she's just like really screaming and yelling and trying to go through that TV. What was that like, man? Just getting that win and hearing from your friends and family, because I saw the next day you said you had over 5,000 texts and calls and all that stuff. What was that like? Just being able to see them happy for you too, and feeling like they've won with you.
Oh yeah, man, it was great. You know what I mean? Like the people, those are people I grew up with. It's been there since before I was going in this place or that direction. Doing the stuff that we were doing and stuff, but it was great. I was happy that they were there. I was glad that they made it out, and they just made the experience just that much more better, that much more great for me.
Awesome, man. Jamahal Hill, UFC light heavyweight future champion. I know at Contender Series you said you wanted John Jones, and it's like, bro, get in the UFC first. But now you're there. Now you're when you look at the rankings, you're looking up, you're like, okay, I got a long way to go. But when you think about it, you're right there. Like you're like maybe a year or two away from actually being able to compete with the top. How does that feel knowing that you're that close right now?
I'm good. I'm just it's just a good feeling, just at the possibility of it. But I'm just more so just focused on lock in on the little details. I know if I take care of the little things, the big picture and everything, it'll form and it'll come to fruition. So right now it's just who's next? Who's next? Take care of him. Who's next?
Yeah.
One at a time.
All right.
Well,
nice.
I
think it was killed him.
The lion gonna roar. The lion gonna roar and stretch out his mane across all these little pups.
Hey, Jamal, tell him about the lion in the dog cage, man. That's probably one of the hardest quotes I've heard in a minute. Every time you say that, I'm like, he needs to put that on a shirt.
That's because everybody's like, oh man, they're dogs. All these guys, they're dogs. They're dogs. What is a dog? I'm walking around. I'm a lion. You know what I'm saying? So what is a dog to a lion? You gonna feel confidence in your dog after a lion? It's a lion. It's a lion in your backyard. You gonna send your dog out there to chase him away? No, you gonna keep that dog in the house nice and safe. You know what I'm saying?
Your pit bull's gonna look a little weak.
Yeah,
in the backyard with a lion.
You know what I'm saying?
Also, that's a weird place to live.
And just like dogs, some of them will try. Some of them gonna run out that house. The smart one's gonna stay in there where it's safe. Wait till that lion gone. You know what I mean? Or wait till he's full. You know what I'm saying?
And there ain't a lot of smart dogs. Let's get that out of the way. They were.
I was just gonna say,
all right, though.
I got two.
That's why they come out and they get mauled by a lion.
Yes, sir.
I got 2 dogs. One of them definitely gonna stay in the house. The other one running out to get killed. No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt.
There's always one.
Yeah, you know which one of your dogs. You know which one of your dogs dumb. Everybody always knows.
No.
Like, no. I
I
can't even have you around people. You stupid.
But Steve will shoot the lion.
Possibly.
You kill my dog? You kill my dog?
That is the time when I definitely need you to have your gun.
Mm-hmm.
Steve, there's a lion outside. Where's your gun?
Well,
no,
Steve will say if you would have had your own gun.
Yes, yes.
That's what I'd have told you.
Depends on what kind of gun it is.
Right.
You might just piss the lion off.
Very true.
Well,
very true.
I hear Steve has a gun that will be able to handle it.
From what I've been
What I've been told.
Right.
Rumor has it.
Yeah.
Rumor
Just
has it.
rumors.
Rumor from his wife.
And his collection
man.
on Facebook photos.
And we will let Steve know that it's an octagon, not a ring.
Yes.
Yes.
I was throat chopped him right there.
Did I say ring?
You did.
Oh, you said ring.
You did. Look, and everybody was like,
He
everybody
didn't
was
say it
like,
once either, so there's that.
Whatever. Hey.
It's
Again,
fired.
I mess up all the time.
He said it's round, isn't it? It's round, isn't it?
Yeah, there we go.
round with edges.
Yeah, so it's a stop sign. Anyway.
Tomato, man. Y'all arguing about, this is pointless. Like,
Yeah, well, at least those two rhyme. Ring and octagon do not.
look, hey, they got in that thing and fought. That's all that matters. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, man. Well, dude, we wish you best of luck, just in your journey. And we hope you do fight John Jones because our interview numbers will go up more exponentially. So we appreciate that. But no, man, for real, dude, I was very impressed with your fight. I love your energy. Like I said, don't ever stop that excitement and that love for being in there and, doing your thing,
just
bro.
Who I am, man. That's all I know how to do is be me. That's all y'all going to get is me.
And hopefully you get on one of these
you
fight cards in
now.
Vegas, man, because there's a lot of fight cards in Vegas this
Oh,
year.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I got a feeling they're going to bring me back out there.
For sure, man. Any shout-outs you want to give before we let you go?
Yeah, as always, I want to give a shout-out to my team, Black Lion, Team Coiler Gracie. I want to give a shout-out to my head coaches. My head coach, Chad Pomeroy and Johnny Gregoire. Man, those my guys. You already know. I appreciate them. They've had my back since day one. They made sweet dreams as much as I have. And I want to give a shout out to my sponsors. Next Day Construction. You need a roof. They the truth.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, for real, you need a roof. They the truth. They gonna hook you up. They gonna get you right. Lizard Lick Apparel. Wear Fearless on your sleeve. That lady is the lady behind that. It's my big sis. She is amazing, and her story is amazing. And she's taking her story and turning it into a clothing line and apparel to be fearless in face of whatever adversity you face. So yeah, I should definitely look into that. And yeah, man, just.
Before we let you go, man.
People, man. Sweet Dream Nation.
Definitely, man. Before we let you go, you're an athlete. We saw the news, Kobe Bryant on Sunday. I think it all caught all of us off guard, obviously. What was the impact and just how did you hear about that and how has that impacted you?
Man, I heard about it I just got off the plane not that long before that. And so I got home and my car wouldn't start. So my coach had came over, and he had his wife and the kids in the car. We had been gone for a while, so he was spending some time with the family. And she got out the car and she was like, "Did you hear? Oh my God, did you hear about Kobe?" And that's how I found out.
Wow.
And yeah, man, it messed me up, man. Just mentally, just for who he was, just used to my whole life was just Kobe. Kobe just has been like a huge figure. Somebody like a role model and things like that. I never met him. I really wanted to meet him. Just for honestly, it wasn't just on like a fan thing. Like, oh, you're a best. I wanted to talk to him, have a conversation. Pick his brain about some things. Like the creative story writing and things he's into. That's something I'm really into. I wanted to talk to him about things like that. Maybe some ideas or whatever. But Yeah, that's why I haven't really been like. It felt weird for me to be posting about my fight, like, oh yeah, I just won and all this and that. You know, I ain't really posted anything like in the last few days. It just felt really weird. Just
yeah,
you know what I mean, like that with that going on. You know what I mean, and that impact on them. Then to have his daughter, have his daughter with him. That just blew my mind. It's just been every time, you know. Like, I just get caught staring off into space, you know what I mean? Like, at the TV, whenever I see it on TV, just thinking, just mind just going crazy, you know. I just want to, you know, condolences to his family, his wife, his other kids, and just, man, that's a hell of a heartbreaking and tough thing to deal with.
Definitely,
my thoughts are with them.
Definitely, man. Well, dude, we appreciate the phone call. We appreciate, you know, you just, you know, letting us, you know, get inside of who Jamahal Hill is, you know, on these interviews and everything, bro. So we definitely appreciate you.
Oh yeah, bro. I appreciate y'all. Y'all reached out to me. I mean, y'all, you know what I mean? We talk sometimes. You know, I know me, you, and Jay. We talk sometimes.
Yeah.
And everything. I appreciate y'all. You know, y'all been rocking with me since, you know, from the jump, since I met you. So hey,
definitely, man.
Anytime you want me to come on the show, bro, just let me know.
For sure, man. Well, best of luck to you. And we look forward to your next fight, man. I hope it is soon.
Yeah. Keep us posted.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. Yep. Appreciate y'all, brothers. Y'all have a good day.
You too, man.
Take care, Jamahal.
That is Jamahal Hill, UFC light heavyweight. Won his first fight. He's 7-0 right now in professional MMA. So if you guys missed the fight, you can go to ESPN Plus and check that out. Really good fight. I'm sure you could probably find it on YouTube also if you want to, you know, bootleg like some people do.
Hey, I got ESPN Plus. Don't pay me.
On your Amazon Fire Stick.
No, on my phone actually. On my phone. You have to pay for ESPN Plus. there's no cheap way around ESPN Plus. That is, you either have it or you don't.
You mean you just ain't found it yet?
Ooh. I haven't looked that hard. If I can't pay $5, then I ain't that hard up for
Right.
Yeah. We got bigger problems if $5 is shutting it down. Like, Lord have mercy, $5.
Yeah, or $10 for your Netflix. But
nope. Too many people got Netflix. I don't gotta go that hard to find a Netflix account.
The next level of snitching. He's snitching on himself.
I snitch on myself.
Snitching on the people that he gets his passwords from.
I didn't say who. I just said too many people.
Well, you're already in an investigation now.
Yeah. Whose Netflix do you use?
Actually now.
Look at this.
Is a new girl.
It's so easy to get.
Come look at this.
It's so easy to get.
Ain't nobody gave him. Look, ain't nobody offered him no cigarettes, no Burger King, or nothing. He just snitching.
There was no trading.
You know what I mean?
Hey man, I got like 4 ramens. He said, no, you look hungry.
Yeah.
Hold on to that.
Hold your
I got everything you need.
But man,
Matter of fact, got a couple Picante back there. You want one?
Actually, I asked, and I could do your 10 years for you.
No, that'll never ever happen in life.
This dude just giving up everybody.
Hey. Yeah,
but we talked about Kobe and just the impact that he had on everybody, every athlete. And Jamahal, I mean, he's in his 20s. You know what I'm saying? So
28.
So his life, it's been Kobe was in the NBA.
Yeah,
his entire
8
life.
years old.
Much.
That's crazy.
Well, longer than that.
No,
he's been 5 years old. He's been retired for 3, and then 20 years, like 5 years old.
He was 5.
Probably when all of us watched our first NBA game, right around 5 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So most people don't even realize, and you know, exactly. Someone who's 20 or 23, Kobe was never not
in the
league. In your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. From the first game they ever paid attention to, he was playing.
But man, did you guys see? You know, Shaq. I mean, that was so hard to watch.
That was tough.
And then what was almost even harder, and well, let's get back to Shaq real quick, because we look at these people like they're superheroes. It's somebody on TV. That's why even this Kobe thing still hasn't hit me as this is real. Like, this really happened. It's not this TV show I'm watching.
Right.
This is real.
Kobe's supposed to be immortal, man.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
And seeing Shaq go through it and like his sister just died in October.
Shaq's had a rough year.
He's depressed right now. Like, so your superhero is depressed and needs people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's just so deep. No, even hearing him say, like, to the panel there, I haven't talked to you guys enough about what I've been going through.
Right.
They've been holding it in. Because someone of his stature, he thinks he has to. I have to be Shaq still.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be this guy. And they're not able to release it. And this, unfortunately, this has helped him, finally release even with his sister and stuff. And you could see, like, I need help because somebody like that, we don't know if he could deal with that alone. You can't deal with these things alone.
It's hard to get patted on the back when you're 7'2".
I mean, all of us. You've met Kobe. We've never met Kobe. It's not like you had a great relationship with him where you kicked it with him all the time. But
I mean,
you knew him. We didn't know him, and look how much it affected us. So just imagine the people in his life. And then when I saw Rick Fox talking, and he, because I got mad at people like, look, it's already been proven, Rick Fox, take this post down. Oh no, man, I'm just take it down if you're spreading a lie still. Especially these Christians that are the man of God that you say you are, but you want to keep the lie up. For attention. So I actually posted it on some of those people that were posting that on Sunday. I posted the video of Rick Fox last night or the night before of him talking that, his phone's blowing up, but he's just trying to chill, like with his daughter or whatever. And his phone is blowing up, like,
and probably still grieve over Kobe.
And he's thinking about Kobe, like everyone's calling me because of Kobe. I can't deal with this right now.
Everybody calling you because,
and then he sees his best friend keeps calling. He answers the phone finally, like, man, like his friend said something. He's like, I know, man, I can't believe it either. He's like, no, man, you're alive. And his friend just started, like, he lost it. Because his friend was just like, just text me, say hey or something. And finally Rick Fox texted him hey, and then they called each other and he's like, nah, bro, like it's on the news that you were in the helicopter. And so Kenny Smith heard the same thing. North Carolina grads, they know each other very well. Kenny Smith broke down crying because he's like, I thought you were gone too, bro. And he just broke down on TNT because he's talking to him about it and he just started crying and put his head in his lap. These people are real people. So everyone that throws them out there, social media, I don't care if you only have 300 people, that those rumors get around. So whoever even started that rumor, Rick Fox wasn't even in the vicinity.
That's what I was going to ask. How did he even become a part of that? Does he have any connection to the basketball academy or
No. I mean, and that was the thing. Like, when it comes down to it, everybody that was on the chopper was actually, they all were going to Mamba. So it was three girls. It was the three little girls, their parents. So the mom, and then the the mom and dad of the other parent, and then obviously his daughter, and the coach, and then the coach. The coach was a high school coach. Right. So everybody that was on the chopper was going.
Right.
But yeah, Rick Fox, like I said, beforehand in that room, like it went from everywhere. It went from, oh no, it's Kobe and his daughter, to, oh no, Kobe. 3 of the daughters are on the chopper. Only the baby and Vanessa weren't there, to, oh, Rick Fox is on the chopper. Like I said, like literally in the span of, I mean, to Quan's point, I can imagine if, because I knew that Jerome was okay, but my mom had me halfway freaked out. So I was like, yo, if this phone don't ring, we gonna have problems. Like for real.
And just imagine that you're feeling that, knowing like, no, I know Jerome wasn't there,
but now I'm not sure. So let me call, because my mom was like, I can't get Jerome. So I was like, what you mean you can't get Jerome? All right, so I called, and then it rang, and I was like, all right. And then he picked up, and I was like, okay, we good, we good. Call your mother, please. Because she bugging.
I think people don't realize that celebrities, whether they be athletes or actors or musicians, they're regular people with jobs, and their jobs just happen to pay a lot of money with the camera in their face. So we get to watch them go to work every day. Which right now, although Shaq was a basketball player, his job now is clock in and clock out and commentate during basketball games, right? He gets paid to do that. So we look at this person, though, as if he's
But somebody like Shaq, real quick, he has that job on Tuesdays once in a while and Thursdays every week. Plus, he has about 25 other businesses he owns. Plus all the endorsements that he has to do commercials for. This guy doesn't even have time to like chill and grieve.
So you look at a person just trying to live a normal life, and then tragedy happens. Well, they can't just stop. They don't get FMLA or bereavement leave. And most of their things that they do, they are still expected to show up.
And what is Shaq's expected to be? He's expected to be Shaq. So he's expected to be funny.
He still has to be that character.
A big over the top person and personality.
And it's a balance too, because yes, they're going to work, but also their job is entertaining. And I think people kind of lean more towards the you're only here to entertain me portion, other than the
You're
going to work.
Yeah.
Like I have to go to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And people can't strike that balance on their own. I mean, that's on them. I don't know, man.
I mean, you look at how we have no sympathy. Remember Isaiah Thomas when his sister died, and he still played in games where we're thinking, man, I'm not coming to work. I'm not showing up.
Not a chance.
But because of his position, because of where he is, we would have understood if he said, you know what, forget the playoffs. I ain't playing. Like, as humans, we understand that. But then he's there, but he doesn't get anything extra for that. You understand what I'm saying?
Paul Pierce mentioned that the basketball court, though, for a lot of these people is their sanctuary. So if they don't play, all they're doing is
kind of
grieving more. It's making it worse for them. So that's why a lot of people did play. We saw people like Chris Paul. I don't think he hasn't played yet. Kyrie finally played last night, but a lot of players haven't played or couldn't play or couldn't even leave the house.
It's just like remember with the LSU offensive coordinator when his sister or something like that?
No, his daughter-in-law
died that morning.
Yeah,
and nobody even was like, yo, bro, like, why is he here?
Yeah.
If a player, knock on wood, God forbid, of course, I'm not wishing this on anybody, but if a player in the Super Bowl had a wife or mother or sister die literally tomorrow, the expectation would still be, well, you got to play the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? That's
Super Bowl.
That's how. That's how much insanity we put into this, and the unreachable expectations we put on athletes.
That's crazy.
Or people to entertain us.
Well, I'll put it. I'll.
But at the same time, like I said, they a lot of the times they do have the choice to do it or not. Yeah, there might be pressure on them, like, well, you still have to do it. But there also might be like, I have to do this for them. And that's why I think a lot of players do still play.
Right, but at least that's a choice.
Well,
they can still make the choice, but the pressure is...
No, the pressure's there. 100%.
Remember with Vince Carter, all he did was go to his graduation. He still went to Game 7. And he's been getting... you've been mad about it for 20 years.
No, listen, but I was directly affected by that decision. Everybody was like, yeah, Vince's legs was dead. Vince had no legs that game. he played well, but it was like, that was coming off a 50-point game.
One shot away from winning it, though. I mean,
I want to talk about it. That hurts.
I can't believe they lost a Game 7 on the road in the NBA. It's crazy.
It must have been that graduation. No. I'll put it to you like this though. AI didn't play well that game. Remember, he didn't. He had assists, but I think he only ended up with like
he was like
15
4 for 13
points.
or something like that. But he had like
points.
16 assists, something crazy like that.
Yeah. I forget who it was.
I'm sure he was at home at 9 p.m. going to sleep that night too. So.
He was sober during that game.
I'm sure.
The night before, the night after.
Yes.
Correct. there. Monday we have Marcus Banks, former NBA player, UNLV point guard, former UNLV point guard. We'll be in the studio live this Monday, 8:24 p.m. We're doing 8:24 forever on Mondays. Mamba Mondays. I won't go that far.
There it is. No. Mamba Mondays.
Yeah,
Mamba Mondays.
Hashtag it. Put it on there.
And we'll be one day after, like, too late to talk about, six.
I mean, it'll be 6.
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm expecting to show up on Monday hungover. It's gonna be a celebration.
I'll be hungover off pizza, but
will you be hungover on either way? Like if you lose, or you still be hungover?
Also yes. Happy hangover, or
also yes,
or depressed hangover,
or case of the Mondays,
or will it be Hennessy hangover? And it's like,
no,
Jesus,
I don't want to throw up on air.
He got the black death on him.
The black.
That's what Hennessy should be called, the Black Death.
But make sure you do tune in Monday. Marcus will be live in the studio talking about his M3 basketball academy, MB3 basketball academy, and he knows Kobe. He knew Kobe, played with him a lot in different. Obviously the NBA. They were on the same team for a day.
Almost became a Laker on multiple occasions.
Yeah. So we'll talk to him about that and get his thoughts from somebody from the inside. So everybody online being super insensitive, there's real people that really feel. And, I had a lot of arguments the last couple days. Not a lot of arguments because I block people pretty quick, but just a lot of ignorance of people that are like, you know what? I know people that knew him. I might not have known him. But, I mean, Gary Vidi's my friend on Facebook. the longtime trainer of the Lakers. He trained Kobe the whole time, retired the same night as Kobe.
Yeah.
And just seeing what he's going through on Facebook, and he reached back out to me, just with a broken heart emoji. Oh. Like, that's real people that lost a real person, not an Illuminati conspiracy because he was a Satanist like you guys want to say.
Oh, my God.
Like, you guys are psycho.
Yeah.
And this is coming, I'm sorry, but from a lot of Christians.
Yeah.
And that to me is like, if you can't have compassion, if you always want to try to prove who's good and who's bad, I'm not sure where you see that in your Bible, but that's not in there. God is love. If you guys can't show love, and it says mourn with the people that are mourning, not, hey, I know you're mourning, but let me tell you how bad that person was. You're an idiot.
I found that
you're an idiot, and I will call you an idiot every time. I don't care what you say or who you are. Don't be an idiot. Just turn off social media once in a while. There's real people that have real feelings towards this.
You can always catch.
Get in the ring.
They say more flies with honey than with vinegar. I mean, it's simple things like this it's like
you catch more flies.
Whatever. Like you know,
you get more flies in the ring, and
a ring of vinegar than an octagon of fire.
And a ring. Look,
an octagon fits inside a square 3 times. Like, wait, what?
Look, that's.
Don't hit the table.
That was funny. I had to hit the table. Oh my gosh!
I knew somebody was going to hit the table on that one. I thought the table hit.
I couldn't help it.
I love you, Steve.
Man, listen.
Like, what the heck? What? Wait, what?
Huh?
What did you say?
Sometimes we have to go back to the simple teachings of life. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say nothing. Yeah. Just shut up. Keep it to yourself. Or go to your hate group where you and all your hateful friends, your like-minded hateful people, and y'all can just spew that hate back and forth with each other.
My whole thing, my whole thing is, man, the same people who are saying, yeah, this happened, but he was this kind of person, are the same people who are saying, well, what about the other people on the helicopter? Okay, cool. Well, then think about the other people in the helicopter.
Pray about all of them.
If he doesn't go down, the rest of them don't go down. So when you're sitting there saying, well, this should have happened. Well, what you're saying is it should have happened to those other people, the same people that you're saying we should be remembering. Right. So keep them in mind too when you're using your sliver tongue.
your social media pedestal.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, literally,
other people went down, and it's sad. It's families that are broken up, and they're not getting their mom back, not getting their dad back, not getting their sister back,
not getting. Right. And again, I don't even know if that one family had any more children.
Yeah, they had. No, they did. They had. There's two other ones who. And
so they lose mom, dad, and sister,
siblings.
And a bunch of 13-year-olds. A bunch of 13-year-olds just now found out what death.
Yeah.
Is like in life
at once.
Just like
there's 2 kids that lost their whole family.
Yeah. Right. No, but I'm saying that. I'm saying there's 3 girls on the basketball team.
And
all 13-year-olds, and they just now got introduced to life harshly.
Yeah. Right.
And there's no way they're ready for that.
They lost their coach,
and their
who was a mythical figure in himself, but they lost their coach. They lost 2 or 3, 3 teammates. The ones that are still there. They lost 3 teammates. All at one time,
and there's grown-ups who go through survivor's remorse.
Yeah.
What are the? You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm sure other of those children have been on that helicopter. Because basically those. So the way his team
I bet all of them have been on the
every single one of them.
I don't know. But I can tell you
like these 2, so they'll never.
No. But what I can
you didn't die for that loose ball, so slams door.
No helicopter trip for you. But no.
Call an Uber.
No, but his whole team, that whole team was made up of girls that were well heeled. Right. They were all from Thousand Oaks in Calabasas area, so everyone there was of wealth.
Yeah.
And I mean, Zach Randolph's daughter,
it's possible they all could have been on their own helicopter at some point.
Yeah, but you don't get on that helicopter because it's the thing to do. You're gonna because it's Kobe's helicopter.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying.
Right.
It's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But so when you're talking about how if you don't like him, that's cool. But understand this wasn't something that just involved him.
Yeah.
And if you're bringing him down, you're bringing the memory of those people down too.
Yeah.
And the people that say, how come you're not grieving for the other people like you are Kobe? It's like, how come you're not talking about the people that died in a motorcycle accident yesterday in your hometown?
Yeah, what,
and, you know,
what do you want from
could
me?
all.
There's only so much grief I've got.
You can't be sad for every single death in the world, so you're sad for the ones that touched your life.
Yeah.
And when people are put on platforms, public platforms, guess what? They're touching your life. Kobe touched our lives in some ways for 20 plus years.
It'll be the same people who will say, how are you grieving for somebody you don't know, who will be like, hey, my aunt has liver cancer. Will you donate to my GoFundMe? Well, what if I said, well, I don't know your aunt.
Right.
What if I said that?
Oh, it's real though.
That's
You know
real.
what I mean?
That's hey, listen.
And
He's spitting facts. These are
and
falsehoods.
I don't think time matters. Sometimes it's the impact that person had on your life.
Yeah.
There are some people who I've known my whole life, and if they died tomorrow, like I would have an amount of sadness because a human lost their life.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't shed a tear, and I would continue to go. There's someone else who mentored me for 3 years, and he passed away, and that was probably biggest death that affected my life than most of the people I know, including relatives. Because of what that person put into me. Right.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
so
different.
So there are different degrees. Everything is case by case. The way I feel about Kobe and the way you feel about Kobe is completely different.
Yeah.
You know, we both might be sad about it and grieving.
Sure.
But you were literally looking at the man.
Yeah.
The day before, a couple of days before.
No,
you know what I mean?
no. I saw him in November. That was when we went to his first Mamba Cup. Of this year.
Well, yeah. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, that was last time I saw him.
I went to one exhibition game he played at, but other than like, you know what I mean? Other than that event, I've never seen Kobe in person. I never shook his hand. I never talked to him.
Dude, I went to more Laker
you know what I mean?
games with Kobe than I have any other player because I went to a lot with him and Shaq. Obviously Magic, but I wasn't really going to Laker games
and
out here
before you really had the opportunity. You were a younger
exactly.
kid.
But yeah, I mean Kobe was the player I watched the most. My favorite player that I watched the most. So it affects you, and like I think I said on Monday. You have that time with your family where that brings me and my brother to be like, let's watch the game because Kobe. Let's watch his last game together. Let's watch this game. Let's watch this All-Star game. Look what Kobe's doing. Texting, It brings family together. Like my 13-year-old stepdaughter, I mentioned that too with that Raptors game where that's the first time I saw her actually understand how dope Kobe was. She had watched Laker games with me before, but seeing like, man, like we're not supposed to win. She sees me upset that we're about to lose, and all of a sudden, Lakers win. And,
we win.
That's the first basketball player she knew. My niece, same thing. Like, that's one of her first words I made sure was Kobe. You know what I'm saying? And so just to say that you didn't know him and he had no impact, you don't have to know someone personally for them to have impact on your life. And, like, I can't remember who mentioned it the other day, but you hate Trump so much and you don't know him.
That was Steve.
Yeah,
that was Steve.
Yeah, right.
So if you could have all this hate for people you don't know, why can't you have love for people you don't know?
And it's the same. And remember, hate and love are two of the closest emotions.
Yeah.
They both include similar traits.
And some choose to love more than they hate.
Yeah.
And those are the good people.
Yep.
And if you're not that person, you're the other guy.
Yep. All right, man. Enough Kobe. We, obviously we'll be talking about it forever.
Yeah.
Actually, we got to still talk about it because Josh brought up that the NBA All-Star Game is changing the format.
Yes.
Okay. Is this?
Did you guys hear about it?
Yeah.
Was this? And I don't like doing this, but the Kobe thing, was this an opportunity for them to be like, oh, hey, we could change this now? Something we've wanted to do? Because usually if you're going to change the format of an All-Star Game, you're going to announce that before the season starts.
Yeah.
So is this something they had on their mind to be like, hey, we could actually launch this right now while people are focused on something else?
What are the changes?
So the main changes
it's not
are
in the game.
It's so all right. So each quarter is essentially its own game. So the first quarter is a game, the second quarter is a game, the third quarter is a game. So those 3 quarters, although like each quarter, the score gets reset, so it's 0-0 again. So if you win, so if me and Kareem are East and you two are West,
basketball game anymore,
and so our team wins the first quarter.
That's what we used to do at Chuck Minker.
We
played it 33 times.
Well, no. Yeah. So look. So our charities get paid. Our charities get $100,000. Second quarter, you guys win. Your charities get $100,000. Third quarter, we do it again.
You know what I've never understood about millionaires giving to charities? It's like you could have just done that without having this game necessarily. Like I don't want to.
Like, you're 100% right.
I don't want to make it small.
You're 100 million% right.
Well, and so all right. So then in the fourth quarter, basically what they do is they combine all the scores, and then so whatever the score is, it's the first team to 24 points essentially. So let me read the official NBA All-Star Game format letter.
It's really weird.
So what if you lose all
both? Well, then you gonna have a rough time.
Then your organization is like, thanks guys.
Yeah, you guys suck. Those Western
Conference burning
guys
All-Star jerseys. Boys and Girls Club's gonna be burning freaking Giannis jerseys.
Yeah, going to Children's Hospital. The kids are outside.
I'm always gonna be homeless because of you, Giannis.
Thanks a lot, Trey Young.
By the way, I'm taller than you.
Man.
Wow.
All right, both NBA All-Star Game teams will play for Chicago-based community organizations to select team captains Giannis and LeBron because it's in Chicago. So
yeah. That's not it. All right, continue. Sorry. That's not as good as I thought.
Wow. You thought it was any type of good before?
No. I thought it was like our charity. If it's just Chicago-based charities, then why?
No, like each player's
not chastity.
Charity.
Next up
each of the players
charity.
That's what's the best nation in the world. A donation.
Oh my god. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like now we're just playing for Chicago charities.
I thought that too.
I don't really.
What's that do for me?
What does that do for my charity?
I can't wait to watch this in Nevada.
Why would the player play hard?
It's not. If it was my charity versus your charity, and I gotta win, then I'm gonna play a little harder.
You could just donate all that money to the entertainment.
Or you just give them money.
The teams will compete to win each of the first three quarters, all of which will start with the score of 0-0 and will be 12 minutes long. At the start of the fourth quarter, the game clock will be turned off, and a final target score will be set. The final target score will be determined by taking the leading team's total
the total points.
Total point score.
Gendry?
If it's 197, they got to get to 124.
And adding 24 points. The 24 representing the late Kobe Bryant's uniform number. I'm all for the tributes. I don't want the tributes to get stupid now. And I'm not saying this is, but this is stupid. Once the final target score is set, the teams will play an untimed fourth quarter in the first team, so it's pretty much turns into the big three league.
I was going to say the same thing.
Fourth quarter, and the first team to reach the final target score will win the NBA All-Star Game. I hate it. For example, I'm not going to do the example. The community organization, blah, blah, blah. The winning team of the NBA All-Star Game will earn 200 for designated. I hate it.
So you hate it.
I hate it.
I don't know if I hate it, but I don't like it.
I don't mind the All-Star Game. People say that it's not good, but I think the All-Star Game has been entertaining, and it's like we
have short memories. Listen,
there's been some really good ones.
They used to be terrible, but then the last 2 years, once they did the whole draft thing, the last two ones have been good and competitive, and people are actually not. It's not just a dunk contest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's been good games, but people forget that. Just like whenever there's a good dunk contest,
they've always turned up in the fourth quarter. Always.
Whenever there's been a good dunk contest recently, the next year people say, "Man, dunk contest sucks every year."
I'm gonna go back.
No, it was Aaron Gordon last year.
I'm gonna go way back in time, but I think was it the West who was leading big, and then the East came back.
Allen Iverson. Yep,
I was at that one.
That stuff was fun, man.
That was DC. That was 2001.
We don't have to change, and that's what I'm afraid of. I love Adam Silver, but he is trying to drastically change the game of basketball,
the fabric,
and
the fabric of the game.
It can blow up in its face.
I don't know why we
don't need to make these drastic changes.
Gotten to a point where we care about All-Star games and their rate. Just listen, they're getting a free trip and everybody gets to hang out as a break in the middle of the season. If you don't like it, then don't watch it. And it's a 5-day
break.
We
do got a caller live on the air. Chris from Jerry's Nugget.
Is that a guess?
Yes. I'm all for the changes to the All-Star game. I am all for it. But the All-Star game was whacked before. I mean, I got bored watching it be 147 to 143 at the end of the third quarter. There was no defense. There was
regular NBA games are that score now, Chris.
This is better. I mean, we can't hate on. I mean, he's thinking outside the box. What we want is for new ideas, to be presented to us. I'm all for new ideas.
How about good ones?
How about good with
I'm sure there's an episode of Winter Soldier you could have watched instead of watching the game. Like you said you were bored. Why'd you keep watching it? Like,
because I'm at work.
Wait a minute.
So wait. So every single sport that comes on your TV at work that excites you every single time.
Horse racing?
No. Nope. Not at all.
Okay then. Nope. So this is another one that didn't. So what? Why do we care so much? The season's gonna start over.
Friday night. That's all I have.
That's all he's got.
I read my book. I've been reading my book during it majority of the time. I'm reading my book in the back.
Well, I'm sorry you were bored that one day of the year, once a year.
Yeah.
But you like wrestling, which is choreographed. And
wrestling is great. You watch him out.
All right, Chris.
You watch it, sir. You watch it.
We did. It's not the same.
Hey, Quad just fronted on you in front of all Nevada. Quad just fronted on you. Oh, well, you watch wrestling. You watch wrestling. You're a liar and a fraud.
That's just Tom Steyer, that man.
Brock Lesnar. We got Charlotte Flair going to be challenging Rhea Ripley for the championship. Oh, it's fantastic. Can't wait.
Chris, who won the Royal Rumble, by the way?
Wow.
Hold on, the feed's cutting out. The feed's cutting out. I can't hear you. Call back. You're going through a tunnel. Appreciate the call. We appreciate the call.
Bye, Chris.
We appreciate the call.
Thank you, Chris.
Listen, oh my God.
Oh my goodness. But no, I mean,
that's because Quan already knows.
Cream.
I normally would have watched it, but Sunday was Sunday. So
I'll tell you why. They care so much about like the Pro Bowl not being successful or the All-Star games, because the All-Star games for a long time were a very big marquee event, but that was also when we didn't have 1,000 channels and so many other things to watch and so many other things going on. But when you look at the NBA All-Star Weekend is their marquee event because every corporate sponsor that spends money, all eyeballs are supposed to be on that game, and when they aren't, they got to answer to that. So those are some of the reasons why they try to at least
But I think my point is nothing else has ever happened that day. You're gonna watch anyway. With the complaining, you're going to watch. You didn't like it last year. I bet you watched.
Still
this
gonna
year.
watch.
So listen. Until you are ready to speak with your remote control, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I'd rather see like I don't know a 3-on-3 half court game to 24 than this full court.
Now, see, that'd be cool with that.
You know what
one-on-one would be
round
dope.
Yeah, see, one-on-one, I don't think that could happen because it'd be injuries. People start going hard.
Yeah.
Real hard.
Yeah.
3-on-3, though? 3-on-3? But it's like round robin, like you, man, look.
Something like that.
Yeah, who's next? Who's next?
Yeah.
Get 4 screens, 3 games.
That would be
Come on, man. Listen, don't give all our $1 million ideas out.
Listen,
you're
gonna look up next
year. The NBA is going to be doing that next year.
Do I know a copywriter or something?
Adam Silver follows Josh, so he could be watching right now.
Very well
Just tell Adam Silver to call me. I gotta tell him something.
Well, you don't know the difference between the ring and the octagon, so he probably won't.
It don't matter.
Adam, I got an idea for the basketball field.
For the basketball field, I'm so
You dribble that sphere on the ground, the parquet floor.
Hey.
I don't understand how that little pigskin bounces so good.
Hey.
Oh,
and that rhombus rim.
And when I roll up in my new Ferrari, don't ask me where I got the money from either.
Pre-charge,
got
Pre-charge, baby.
Yeah, baby.
You're tuned in to Unnamed Sports Show powered by Precharge. Get your wallet and do whatever Josh says.
Precharge.global. Precharge.global. Hit me up.
Hey.
Listen, our reads have been garbage.
We got to start doing the reads more. That's all.
Go ahead.
Well,
that's your job. I do all this.
Well,
I do all this.
Well, who is we? You got
read.
Nintendo, buddy? Better go ahead and do it.
Who is we? Boo.
Oh, my God.
Michelle. Oh, Michelle.
Boo this man.
Michelle, we. Speaking of the coronavirus, we're calling it the Kung Flu.
Oh, my God.
The Kung Flu.
The Kung Flu?
The Kung Flu.
No, listen.
It was a meme. I didn't make that up myself.
All I'm saying is
I'm not even talking about the
I thought Coronas came with limes. Now they coming with diseases. This.
Y'all did not catch the part where this man said Michelle Wee and said,
okay.
I heard him say Michelle Wee.
Wait, you're talking about Josh being a snitch.
You did it on live.
No, I heard you say Michelle Wee.
I don't know what he's talking
about. Oh, you
about.
definitely said Michelle Wee.
No, I did not. I don't even know who that is.
Oh my God,
if you're watching the show,
my laugh.
Formerly sponsored by Precharge.
Oh my God.
And now sponsored by the coronavirus.
There was like 12 good jokes in like a 6-second span.
Nah, it was rapid fire.
Missed.
It looked like it was like Floyd Mayweather on the speed bag. It was.
Wow. Oh my God.
It's like a Tommy gun in here.
Oh my goodness.
Don't do the speed back like that again on camera, please.
Yeah. That looks like the Arsenio Hall show. What is this?
Oh yeah, it doesn't look good.
Yeah,
it doesn't look good.
You gotta put some rotation.
I did. I mean,
okay,
I was.
Whoa.
It didn't look. Man, never mind.
What rotation?
Moving on. Pre-charge.
Yeah, pre-charge.
Today's show of Unnamed Sports Show is sponsored by our friends at Precharge. Go set up your new wallet today at precharge.global and be a part of the new age in cryptocurrency. Yeah. Precharge, the new way to pay.
Ooh, precharge.global.
He gets so happy every time he finishes.
He's like, the new way to pay.
He looks at all of us to make sure that was good. Huh?
Yeah, right.
No. Listen,
I killed that.
Listen.
You see my no stutters.
Listen.
Oh,
honestly, doing that stuff with Jerome would get on me all the time because like you have to lift your voice inflections, and so a lot of times
things about it impressing your older brother.
No,
man.
When it comes to reads, oh my God, it was
really peeling back the onion over there. Anyway,
that was the absolute worst.
Josh, do that read right.
Yeah, it's like, and I'm like, I said it. I almost yelled it. No, you sounded the same the whole time. So it's like I have to like smile or like say things to like lift my voice. So when I look at y'all, it's more or less like, okay, I made it through.
Look, man, either you're gonna read it right or you're going to get us a cheesecake.
We're gonna have Steve do the read.
Do the read like I know how to do anime.
Listen, I meant to do this.
I
meant to get a picture of Ben Simmons and Steve side by side.
What?
You look a lot like Ben. Look,
a skinnier version.
He's a skinnier version of Ben Simmons?
No, Ben Simmons is a skinnier version of Steve.
You're calling Steve fat?
Steve is older than Ben Simmons, so he is the original.
Oh, so since you're older, you're fatter.
See what I'm saying? I'm like, he's the carbon copy. He's the new version.
I got you.
Yeah.
I can shoot threes better than Ben Simmons.
I haven't seen you on the court. I'd have to see that one before.
Ben Simmons has still made 2 more NBA threes than you.
You might be able to shoot trees better.
Oh,
hey,
no.
that too.
And roll them.
You're not going to argue any of these points.
And roll them up.
As Kareem would say, yes.
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 Correct.
That is so
correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, yes. That's correct. You're not wrong.
All right. Let's do some Super Bowl picks.
Hey.
I got the 49ers. Who do you got, Steve?
49ers.
What was that sound?
Did you become anime?
Sadness
this is the...
Does he make those sounds all the time?
Hey.
You know what? Because...
While you're watching The Notebook? Oh, you're not here today?
Did you watch The Notebook?
Nah. Matter of fact, I'm bringing a DVD. I got the DVD here to put back.
No,
we ain't gonna watch
you gon' watch
man, just watch the movie. Now you just being a contrarian.
Just watch.
We can't hear what
I can't even hear Stina.
Steve, she's been talking to us the whole time.
I didn't know that.
What did you say,
There's
Stina?
a microphone over here.
Yep. It's over a month, and it's about to. I'm gonna show up.
Well, you got it when it's been over 12 years. So
yeah. I mean, a month isn't a big deal.
You guys think Marcus Banks is coming in the studio Monday, but it's really a watch party for the
another watch party. Confetti flying everywhere.
They will get sucked into watching The Notebook.
It's gonna happen.
Wow.
All right, watch.
It's gonna happen.
We have a UFC watch party on the 8th, and it really is. It starts at 4.
Bring your tissues.
Bring your tissues.
Please don't bring your tissues.
Hey,
why would I be crying?
Bring your tissues.
Hey,
The Notebook is.
I understood.
It's a tearjerker.
Oh man,
Did you not cry in The Notebook?
what
You seen this movie too?
What are you?
Huh?
You seen this movie?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw the movie.
Wait, no, I heard.
And I actually
Josh,
didn't
see?
shed one
That's
tear,
what-
but
come
still.
Well, you're
on.
disgusting.
I mean,
You're disgusting.
a little bit.
How's everybody seen this movie?
Because it was great.
Because
Steve.
everyone watched it.
It
What do you
was
mean, how's
great.
everyone seen it?
You could
Because
see
they
it too
looked
if
at
you
it.
put the DVD in
All
your
you have to do
DVD
is
player.
press play. You own it right
Man,
now. Well, you rent
He
it.
said how? How's everybody seen it?
Cream, like, look.
How'd everyone know the Star Wars?
It was on a screen.
Who's a Skywalker?
And people didn't close their eyes. That's really all you got to do. There's step one, watch it. There's no step two.
Give it 30 minutes.
Hey, Chris from Jerry's Nuggets said, I've never seen The Notebook. Never have, never will. Okay, Chris.
Chris, are you married?
Chris.
Nope.
There we go.
His dogs don't want to watch The Notebook with him either.
Man. Chris has seen literally nothing in pop culture. He's seen nothing in pop culture.
So he doesn't count.
Never seen The Notebook.
Chris, your vote don't count. You like Florida.
Well, he would love Florida.
Your vote don't count, baby.
Yeah, you're like Florida. Ayo, gotcha.
It'll count in the recount, though. That's all that matters.
What recount? Anyway.
Yeah. Those hanging chads are telling you a different story.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hanging chad. Nope.
Anyway, I got the 49ers.
The Notebook. Nope.
I made that noise because I've been rolling with the Chiefs all week, and this morning I just woke up and decided the 49ers are going to win.
Well, I don't like your change of opinion.
You want me to go back with it? I really don't care. Like, I didn't make any bets yet, so I don't,
Who are you going to bet?
I don't know. I might not even bet the game. I think I'm just do like a ton of prop bets.
Okay. Yeah. And we'll talk about...
Speaking of prop bets.
That's a perfect segue, Steve.
We already know Josh has the Chiefs because he's wearing his alternative Chiefs jersey.
Sure. To go
the tribe.
I'm taking the over. That's what I'm saying. I don't wish to bet on the game.
Yeah.
This time.
Took the over in Washington too.
A lot of people took the over last week or last year.
Yeah, and that game fell well short.
I promise you, Quanstradamus guarantee this game will not be as boring as last year.
Guaranteed.
No, I don't think so.
Guaranteed, huh?
Guaranteed.
But last year's game to me wasn't boring.
Well, that's because you have
I enjoy. Well, no, I enjoy defense, and so with both teams being so offensively gifted, the defense.
But there was a lot of offensively bad.
That was.
Yeah, I mean there was
a lot of bad offense.
There was some bad offense, but at any moment the game could have woken into something else. So I was still like
my Canadian friend said, it was bad offense.
And Rick Majerus also said
a boot.
Yeah. That's what this is a boot.
Game was a boot 3 hours too long.
It's a boot.
I wanted to shoot myself in the neck.
Yeah,
that game was awful.
3 hours too long.
Steve will do it for you. J-Lo and Shakira.
Wow, Bradley Beal didn't make the All-Star team. How is that possible?
We brought up J-Lo and Shakira, and we're talking. Boy, look,
it just happened. I'm sorry. I'm giving you late breaking news.
Yeah, well, the only thing that's gonna be late breaking.
Oh wait, we're talking about Shakira again, huh?
That's what he's talking about.
Fair enough.
Tell him, Kareem.
Let him do.
All right, who made the team? Because it didn't pull up on ESPN.
It didn't say. It just said report Beal snubbed from All-Star game. Bradley Beal.
But he's missed a lot of games, hasn't he? Because a lot of these snubs that people were talking about, I'm looking and it was like they played 25 games out of 47. So you're not.
But I mean, he's like top. He's top 5.
But it doesn't matter if you miss a lot of games. It's
people always talk about who didn't make it, but never talk about who should get taken off.
Yeah.
This guy should be an All-Star. Well, was he top 12?
Who's he replacing?
Well, we should just extend it to 40 players on each side.
Yeah. I mean, if he's not making the news, though, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Listen,
that's what happens with
it's
a lot
already
of players.
Too easy to make the NBA Hall of Fame. Let's not make the All-Star game easier.
Fair.
Yeah, Beal would be in the Hall of Fame.
He could retire now. He'd be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Beal?
Rest with that.
That's how that
really
forget the All-Star.
That's how they do it these days.
That's what we're saying.
He can retire right now.
Today's Hall of Fame.
They'd be like, well, Tracy McGrady made it, and he was only 34 points behind him.
Man, see, you ain't never lie.
We're not saying
he's
great.
We're
just saying he's gonna make the Hall of Fame.
I'm not saying he's great. I'm just saying he's gonna make the Hall of Fame.
That's all.
Somebody online said nobody cares about the Wizards.
That's probably true too.
Hey. Well, who's your team?
Somebody online said that, but also 3 people in here.
Screw all of you.
Stina, do you care about the Wizards? Nope.
See, that's enough.
Stina, just say yes because you have my back. Just say yes.
She cares more about the who than the Wizards.
Stina ain't giving me nothing.
She's not the girls you mess with, Josh.
Hey, Beal is averaging 28.6, and he is 6th in the league in
games
scoring.
this year? Or?
No. Points.
0.6 games.
No, and he's played 39 games. He's played 39. He ain't missed that many games.
How you get 0.6?
See what I'm saying?
So wait, I don't agree with that one.
Can we come? Yeah, thank you.
I'll have to see who got in, but
thank you.
39 games.
39 games. He's only missed like 5 games.
Like probably 6 or 7 games. Huh?
Yeah.
Were those 5 TV games?
Wizards don't get TV games right now.
5 TV games. Yeah,
they're all on TV
in Washington on League Pass.
They're market games, is what they are.
Tough break, brother. It's always FUBU.
The 40 out of 46 games.
And you also can't say, well, it's because the team's losing because baby hair made it.
Not baby hair.
Yeah.
That boy whole head is baby hair.
Man.
Yeah, they got the worst record in the.
I just wish he would just.
Second worst record.
Worst record of hairstylists? Or?
Nah, man.
Just trim it down.
Everything about that man's style is whack. You see that suit he wore on draft night? Terrible.
Wow.
It was unfortunate. It wasn't.
Man, that's all I remember about him. That suit and that hair.
Do you watch the NBA?
The only thing you remember of Trae Young is his suit
and his hair.
Why? Because it looked like it came off a Chucky doll.
You should watch him play. He's actually
he's a pretty good player. He's a good player. I like Trae Young. I just
after you just
think his hair's funny.
Destroyed his life.
Just think his hair's funny. Destroyed his life.
Did you ever just like looked at somebody and thought like, why do he look like that? I don't know if it's good or bad. I don't know. Like,
Young is one of those.
Like if he was my friend and somebody was like, hey, you got any handsome friends? Who's that Trae guy? And I'd be like, I don't know. He kind of looks like a baby. He's tall for a short guy.
Stay away, pedophile. And then he's tall for a short guy.
He dresses weird. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
But he can ball.
He makes millions. Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll take him.
Mm-hmm. He plays basketball.
He could come. Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah. Y'all act as if I'm alone. Like
no.
Nobody agrees with what I'm saying.
I'm
alone sometimes. Whenever
he's king of the beiges. That's it.
He's the king of the beiges.
He's king of the beiges.
So he's your king.
Of the beiges.
So he's your king.
No,
we did not do that here.
You guys are turning red. You do.
Because
so funny, man.
Because we beige.
Because you're black.
Because we beige.
Because you beige.
Trae Young is our beige king.
Yes. Until Steph comes back.
Yeah. While Steph is out, it's Trae.
Well, that's it.
He is high yellow.
I mean, Steph didn't retire.
Hey, Trae Young is not beige. Trae Young got coronavirus. He's high yellow.
No, and Jason Tatum is out here looking like Pepto-Bismol.
I'm sorry, what did Michelle Wee say?
Kung flu.
Michelle Wee.
Oh,
that's horrible.
man.
That's so bad. Hey, man, that thing, look, y'all laughing. I'm going to start showing up with that old Dr. Dre mask.
If you think you have the coronavirus, just don't show up. Like, don't stay
I said I'd be here for the show.
Nah.
I said I was coming.
These the real cooties, bro. Every few years, man, the Chinese bring some real
his mic
cooties
will
to
look
the
like
game.
this after the show.
I've never seen this on the mic.
I think that's exactly what bronchitis looks like under a telescope. Telescope? It's octagon.
Telescope.
It's an octagon petri dish.
A microchip.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Who
taught you octagon?
Who taught you?
Oh man.
You mean the octagon thing over there?
So Jamal, when you're in the ring,
what?
Look, hey.
We know it's called an octagon. Who taught you octagon? Chugging a horse.
Oh man, what a fun show! Thank you guys.
We really
Yeah.
help.
You guys made me happier. I was
really
having a bad day because I didn't eat till 1:30.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, man.
That's a bad time for you.
It's weird. It's weird. Nobody asked us who our Super Bowl picks.
Yeah, they
it's
didn't.
crazy.
Oh yeah, who y'all think gonna win? Well, we know who you think.
Well, no,
Can
okay.
we
You know what?
mention, listen,
you know
can
what?
you guys at least be happy for us for this day?
You know what?
Thank you.
Talk to me.
What do you?
Because-
how do
hold
you
on.
think the game's gonna go? Maybe that's the
They're
better
gonna win.
question.
So, can you guys be happy for us? 49ers gonna win. Listen, you guys thought it was a joke. You guys were making fun of us.
You made a lot of fun.
This whole
did have
football
jokes.
season.
I did have jokes.
A lot of jokes.
All right,
And then they told
Win
us
or lose, we are in the Super Bowl to win.
Yeah.
I will admit that I did not think 49ers would do well. And obviously, nobody else did either except 49er fans. So it's not like I took y'all semi-good team and trashed them. Y'all pretty much had a not good team.
If you would have looked, even the
that y'all were
experts
hoping
on NFL Network, if they would have looked at the changes we made
You did talk
there
about
would have been a lot
summer.
more respect, but they didn't. They just looked at last year's record.
That was what I looked at. That was what I looked at.
And looked at, well, I don't know, Jimmy G's coming back. He might get hurt again. Every player that has an injury could get hurt. Guess who else could get hurt? Players that didn't have injuries the year before.
This is football.
But no,
and
so if you would have looked at like the defense, the draft, I mean,
there were some places that had us as like a surprise team, possibly.
In my defense, to this point, Jimmy G had gotten hurt every time he had played more than a few games in a row. Every time. When he played for the Patriots, when he started for the Patriots, he got hurt after 2 games, and that's how Jacoby Brissett even appeared, because he got hurt. Tom Brady was on suspension. Jimmy G came in, got hurt. Jacoby Brissett took over, then Tom Brady came back. When Jimmy G came to your team, you guys were hot, then he got hurt.
But his Patriots injury wasn't like you're out for the year.
No. But it was
you're out.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's coming back in a week.
I think he broke some ribs. He was out he was gonna be out for a couple weeks.
Knee cartilage, or no, shoulder.
Shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay, but it was a couple week injury. It wasn't like he was gonna be able to play through it. He definitely was gonna miss some games. So I mean, the only reason I was even saying that, I wasn't wishing. I guess maybe I was a little bit because it was you guys, but I wasn't wishing injury on him. But I was only just putting what had been shown.
Everything you're saying sounds like the 49ers win the Super Bowl, and you are all peasants for denying us our moment in the sun.
I'm not going to deny you.
We've been talking, and Liz, someone asked me, are you really a 49er fan?
No, it's a rumor.
I spent money on a hat just because I'm not one of those.
Some people, I was about to say, don't
I had one dude tell me.
You're not.
I had one dude tell me, I didn't know you're a 49er fan until this season. Well, you don't know me. Everybody who knows me knows. I literally made it my Facebook profile picture before the season.
Yeah.
You just found out in December? It's not my fault.
And you can look at some of our throwback posts. You can see some of our throwback posts. We were not happy last year when we lost by a point every game.
Right.
We weren't you can see through our timeline. Great, here we go again. I bet we'll lose in the fourth quarter again by 1.
You know what? People still haven't learned, because I was watching First Take this morning, and Steve Harvey's on there, and he's a Browns fan. Apparently. Steve Harvey, yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, they're in Miami. They're just having a bunch of stars. I had no idea he was a Browns fan, and he was like,
didn't either.
He's from there. He is from there.
Yeah, well, I didn't know, and it's probably he was like, well, maybe in a year or two, maybe we can be better, and they immediately shut him down. Stephen A. shuts him down.
Yeah.
Says, y'all ain't that close. A year or two. Bruh, the team in the Super Bowl right now had 4 wins last year.
Wait a minute.
You don't know.
But my thing is, everyone was, not everyone, but the Browns were
a popular pick.
Yeah, they were definitely a pick. So, let's not act like they don't have talent to even make it happen.
Yeah, they were a top 5 team, according to everybody before the season
started.
We do got a caller live on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hello, guys. My name is Shneil. I'm calling from Sacramento.
How's it going?
Good. How are you guys doing?
Good, man. What's on your mind?
Just wanted to ask you guys, since we acquired Jimmy Garoppolo from the New England Patriots, did we win that trade?
Oh, for a second round pick?
Yes, you did.
Definitely.
Yes, in spades.
I guess if you're the Patriots, you can say, well, if they kept Tom Brady happy and it got us 2 more rings, you know what I mean? If they get 2 rings out of it, we get 1 out of it. I'm cool.
I think it's a win anytime you pick up a player and that player gets you essentially to the Super Bowl.
He's been everything that you guys needed him to be.
No matter what the trade is in the NFL, if you get the quarterback, the franchise guy, you won the trade.
Yep.
No matter what.
And you got a quarterback from someone else. Yeah, that they didn't need him.
when people talk about that, the Niners are beating Aaron Rodgers. Packers still won the 05 draft. Because they won a ring. They got the quarterback from that 05 draft.
Yeah. And
doesn't matter. We could beat them 10 years in a row.
Yeah.
Doesn't change the fact that they got a ring and they won that.
All right. So how do you feel about this game coming up on Sunday?
I feel good. And I also wanted to ask you guys, do you guys believe in the Madden curse?
Yes.
I didn't, but when it started to become a literal, because somebody was maddening out all season with AB, I still don't believe in it, but
the last year's Madden curse just took a year to take hold.
I wouldn't want to be on the cover.
It's undeniable.
Here's the thing, man. The thing with the Madden curse, I feel like guys get hurt because people just get hurt in football. It's hard to put 2 straight healthy years together in football.
Yeah,
that's probably what it has to do with. They want to put Derrick Henry on there, right? Or something like that. He just had like 7,000 carries. Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Anything else on your mind?
That's all. Thanks, guys.
Cool, man. And go 49ers.
Go Niners.
Yeah, we haven't had calls from any other team.
Before we get out of here, let's talk about the fight. We got Kareem.
Do it.
We got to talk about the fight.
Go ahead.
Fury Wilder.
Fury Wilder.
Was it February
22nd,
right?
at MGM Grand Garden Arena.
Here in Vegas, I'm so excited.
Here in Vegas, the second fight. The first fight was a draw. Even though Fury got knocked down in the 12th, was able to get himself up,
right,
and hold on for the draw. Kareem, what do you think is going to be the thing that prevails? Because I mean, Fury's talking about he's going to knock him out within 4.
Well, that's not happening.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Let me tell you, before that, it feels good that Vegas is back as a mecca for heavyweight championship boxing.
Yeah.
Because for 10 years, it was overseas, and I mean, they literally call it the Klitschko era.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
There's nothing. I mean, and I don't blame them. They were making money there. What they got to come here for? It's our belt. It's our country. We do what we want.
Yep.
You got to come here.
Yeah, which is one thing I really appreciate Fury for, because Fury came here. It's like, nah, I'm trying to be an international star.
Yeah.
Those 10 years with the Klitschkos, it's like the heavyweight title was just in an abyss somewhere. We knew where it was, but we just was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
We didn't know where they were fighting, when they were fighting.
And I know it's very self-centered and myopic of us to care about it, only our view of it, but that's just the way it is. The biggest fights have happened in America, and it's an American thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, we promoted it better than you, but
well,
that's the way
I don't even know if it's so much we promoted it better, but it's more or less like, look, when boxing went international, and or not even necessarily so much it went international, it's always been international, but when the title went outside the country, I think it definitely took a lot of the shine off of Vegas, off of the U.S. I mean, this was if you think about the Klitschko era, that also directly coincides with Mayweather's ascent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And all the lighter weights. Because I mean, that's when Pacquiao was coming up, and that's when Morales and Barrera, whatever, Mark Antonio
Barrera.
Yeah, thank you.
I got you.
What? Nakers?
Wow, you are racist.
Hey, naggers.
Oh, of course,
that's the best thing ever.
I know it, but I don't think I can say it.
That's the best thing ever in life. It was like, naggers.
Good, that was good. But
come on, you're cutting this clip out.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
but yeah,
you need to send this clip to somebody.
That's when the lighter weights were starting.
That part out too.
Yeah. It's starting to really take hold, because everybody was thirsting for the heavyweights.
Yeah,
we didn't have it. Attention was someplace else.
Yeah,
De La Hoya made billions, and Conor McGregor made billions, and Floyd made billions.
But overall, in boxing, everyone's usually been more excited about heavyweight.
Yes,
it's just always been the thing where that is the title of titles.
Why do you think that? Because I feel like neither Wilder nor Fury are superstars. Like I think to
they're
boxing
definitely
fans,
getting there.
I think to boxing fans, but I mean, think about it. Wilder's 34.
There's been really good marketing the last couple years though for these guys.
Yeah,
self-marketing, just marketing from the organizations. Yeah. Exactly. They've definitely put themselves out there the last 2 years, where most people do know who they are.
Yeah.
I mean, is it the world where they know who Mike Tyson is? Even if you don't watch boxing, no, not yet.
Yeah.
Can it get like that? Possibly, maybe not with them, but with them opening the heavyweight division back up to where now it does open that up to be. Now we know these names, but you're right.
Yeah.
It does have to be like, who's this 20-year-old that's gonna be killing it in the next couple years.
And not just that, but like, if you've ever seen Tyson Fury interview, that dude's got personality.
He's great. Yeah, no, he's very
entertaining. He's really good, and that's one of the things that's kind of brought some more attention. With Wilder, it's just about, bro, we're seeing these replays, and he's literally knocking everybody out.
Yeah.
I think it's 42 fights, and he has 41 knockouts.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's crazy. I mean, 43 now because the draw with Fury.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I
he's
think
got
that
two
was
fights that's not a knockout.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yes.
I think you also have to look at because things have changed. There are now more fight sports that are on TV.
Yeah.
So with all of MMA, not just the UFC, but Bellator, and then you have like K1. There's so many other things where we can watch people fight.
Yeah.
Where 30 years ago, when Tyson reigned or
that was it,
Lennox Lewis reigned, if you want to see somebody fight, it was boxing, and that's pretty much it.
That's true.
You could find these things, but you had to find them. Like they weren't just
and what's
on
funny
TV.
is that also coincided with the rise of UFC right around the 2005-2006 time.
Yeah.
2015 is where and right when McGregor showed up.
Yeah.
That's when it got really the real explosion.
That's true.
And that's while
and
the heavyweight title was over there with the Klitschko's.
That's true. So who do you got? We're about a month away from this fight out here in Las Vegas. Who do you got, Steve? Who you got?
I gotta go with Deontay Wilder, man. I mean, I went with him when the first fight. I thought it'd be a knockout. When I saw that boy go down in the 12th, I said, "This is over." And that man, I don't know. I still don't know how that man got up.
He is the Undertaker. He is the Undertaker,
bro. And then his eyes opened and he popped up, and I'm like, "What is this?"
Paul Bear held up that urn. That man said,
"You know what I mean?" Yeah. He got up. I mean, I don't see this fight being much different. I mean, both of them, of course, are going to try to make adjustments, but Deontay Wilder's still Deontay Wilder, man. He can hit you anytime and it puts you down.
Yeah.
And I think now I think him tasting that I could knock this Wilder guy out.
Well, Fury
is, I think Wilder saying that he could knock Fury out gives him more of a boost than Fury saying, "Oh, I'm not going to get knocked down again," or "He can't knock me out."
And he probably could knock himself out too.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but I'm more concerned about. We all watched Fury's last fight together, and I'm more concerned about how he looked then, and the fact that his eye was busted up, and now that wasn't that long ago. I'm not sure if he's fully recovered from that.
Both of them,
hopefully, he is. But
so short ago.
Wilder didn't really get hurt.
No, he didn't. He had no real issue.
Wilder against Ortiz.
Yeah,
Wilder lost every single round of that fight.
Yeah, but he didn't.
Ortiz throws hard.
That's true.
He lost every round, except maybe one. He ended up knocking him out
in 7.
Yeah, he ended up knocking him out, but he definitely won 7.
Yeah,
when Ortiz was looking like his life alert was too far out of reach. He said.
But I think Wilder has this fight, and I think it will be a knockout. And I like Fury a lot. I like them both.
Yeah, I like them both. I wish they both could win.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're
gonna pick them both.
No, I mean
last time they both won.
No, I mean just in terms of what they do for heavyweights.
Yeah.
Because when you look at Anthony Joshua, this really is the fight for the whole division. Because I don't feel like anybody on the other side is really stopping either.
Joshua's coming back.
But do you think that he's
the winner of this probably goes after Joshua?
Yeah, but do you think that he has a shot versus either of these guys?
It's heavyweights, man. Of course he's got a shot. He's still got power.
Shoot, he lost to the Hamburglar a couple months back.
But then what did he do?
He came back and dominated him.
Yeah, if he would have came back and looked the same, I would have said Joshua's done. He came back and did what he knew he could have done the first fight.
And that's an old stereotype about and I'm saying stereotype with a negative connotation. It's still a lot of it holds true that a lot of British fighters just aren't really great with the head movement. They've always been put him up, you know what I'm saying? Always been those guys. That's what their stereotype in boxing is. Come on, you lily liver. Do you want a knuckle sandwich? Yeah. And they why yada. Ooh, I'm gonna wallop you. But they take a punch, but they deliver a punch, and they like brawls, blah blah. And Joshua changed up his style a little bit. That's the thing with this Fury and Wilder fight is I don't see it going any differently as far as other than the knockdowns. Fury, he couldn't be solved by Wilder because Wilder still fights kind of like a dude who's you just
on the street.
on the street. And it's the same thing that people have been saying forever. We're watching Wilder, like you're gonna learn to a really good boxer one day, and he's gonna frustrate you. You're gonna lose that fight. Except somehow this dude still has this sledgehammer.
All it takes is
and as hard as Fury is to hit, he still caught him. And he still hit him. And the fact that he got up from that second knockdown, I don't think I've seen anything like that. And can he get, if he gets one of those again, can he get up again?
All right, we got another caller live on the air. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, this is Daniel Russ. I'm calling from Tampa, Florida.
What's up, bro? How you feeling?
What's up? Good, man. How y'all feeling?
Doing good, man. What's on your mind?
What up?
Hey, man, I'm letting y'all know Tyson Fury is done. After that last fight against Wallen, whatever his name was, he's done. He's punch drunk. He's going to be one of those washed-up boxers.
Wow.
Punch drunk, huh?
Yeah,
I'm putting it out there. Hearing it first.
Wait. You said the first?
No, he said you're hearing it first.
Oh, you're hearing it first.
I mean, not really, because Quan said it 7 minutes ago.
I didn't say he was punch drunk.
Punch drunk.
I don't know if he's punch.
Yeah, he's punch drunk.
From what punches? He doesn't really get hit much.
The ones that got him drunk?
Those were shots, all right.
The few that got through.
Did y'all watch that fight? Did y'all watch the last Tyson Fury fight against Wallen?
Yeah, did you watch the last Wilder fight where he lost? He was losing that fight. I mean, neither one of them are coming off of.
Got a better chin than. Say what?
Well, neither one of them are coming off great performances.
No, but Wilder though, he's an orthodox fighter. Now Fury, he kind of just. I don't want to say that he kind of stands there and waits for that lucky punch. I'm trying to tell you. He's done, dude.
What's your prediction for the fight? Fury Wilder fight.
My prediction for the fight?
Yeah.
I'm going to say Wilder in 7.
Okay.
That
makes sense. I see that. I can see that happening.
Yeah, that's not.
I got him in like 7 or 8. That's kind of where I have him.
That's about where we're at. Yeah.
It's good to go somewhere in the middle.
And if that Kevin Hill from where he thought it was after doing a headbutt, no boy caught him with that mean overhand right. That's what's open again. That fight ain't gonna last long.
Yeah. Well, it's boxing. People get hit.
I'm so through with you.
I can guarantee he will get hit.
Someone will be hit on February 22nd.
Yeah, if he gonna throw 800 punches, he better get hit at least 300 times.
Somebody's gonna throw a punch.
Yep.
At least one.
And I'm assuming something will connect.
All right, bro. Thanks for the phone call, bro. We appreciate the call. Download the app.
All right.
Yep, that's a confirmation.
Oh my god.
There we go.
He said,
all right. Well, listen, man. We appreciate everyone for calling in. If you guys tuned in late to the live feed and you missed the Jamahal Hill interview, make sure you go and rewatch that. It was a great interview with UFC fighter Jamahal Hill. We will be back Monday, 8:24 p.m. on the dot West Coast time with a live in-studio interview with Marcus Banks, former UNLV point guard and NBA player, talking about his MB3 basketball academy, talking a little bit about Kobe Bryant and his relationship with him on Monday. So make sure you guys tune into that and download the app. And if you miss us, you can watch the replay anytime. So there's no excuse to not see us and hear us, Steve. So we are leaving the ring and exiting out of this octagon. And we will see you guys on Monday with... I'm going to be wearing my 49er gear.
Yeah, we're going to be octagon till Monday. Ayo.
Octagon.